Since our match against Manchester United at the start of the season, I think this has to be one of our worst performances ever. And I'm not saying this to slander Arsenal team or to slander Arteta or the players. I'll say this performance was clearly due to fatigue. It was clearly due to fatigue. You could see that Arsenal players were not performing at the intensity and at the level which they originally do. And we could also blame this on the amount of injuries we have had that has actually upset this team. We have had a lot of injuries to players where we've seen, instead of being able to shuffle players among the games which we've played so far, we've been having the same set of players play continuously over time. Players like Merino, players like Bukayo Saka, players like Eze, players like Rice, players like Zubimendi. These players have been the same players that have played continuously. So this was one of our worst performances so far this season. Also, from the technical side of things, I felt like during the match against Chelsea, we got some things technically wrong in that game. I felt like there were some changes that should have even happened earlier in that game. We lost a lot of individual battles. We lost battles as a team. We couldn't even win our duels at some point in the game. And if you know Arsenal Football Club, you know that part of our football strategy and pattern is to win those second balls. That is how we are able to create transition moments. That is how we are able to actually attack the opposition, create chances, and score goals. In that particular game, we were not able to manage the game. And that's why I'm saying fatigue was very, very clear and very obvious with our players in how they performed. Another thing you should have at the back of your mind is that we went into this game with two new signings, two new centre-back signings, Mosquera and Nkape, who were a bit shaky at some point during that match. If we went into that game with maybe Saliba and one of the new signings, or Gabriel and one of the new signings, or Saliba and Gabriel, definitely we know that the outcome of the game would have been different, because I'm very sure Chelsea would have not been able to score any goal in that match. But nevertheless, despite all of this, Arsenal is still top of the table. That's one thing Arsenal fans should still hold on to. You are top of the table. You went to Stamford Bridge. You did not lose at Stamford Bridge, even when you performed very poorly. You are still top of the table. Chelsea is not even second place. You should worry more about Manchester City and not Chelsea. Yes, we dropped points in this match, but we could have easily lost this game due to our bad performance, not due to how good Chelsea were. Chelsea played all right. Yes, they had a good game, but we could have lost this game due to our bad performance. Honestly, I wasn't coming to Stamford Bridge expecting Chelsea not to play well. That's why I'm not being so big on how Chelsea played. I wasn't coming to Stamford Bridge expecting that Chelsea was not going to perform well. No, we came to Stamford Bridge with the mindset that we're going to meet a tough opposition, but we're going to play really well.